times I prevail, Satan on my trail. I got God, I'm doing well. Had to tell myself, I ain't taking no more L. When it sees, 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 it's coming, I believe it, huh? Watch it leave me speechless, huh? This my winning season, huh? Flexing on my demons, huh? Knew the Lord was scheming, wasn't down for no reason, huh? My mood this whole season, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, and I came from the bottom of the pot. When I got saved, I was on the block. I got locked with bags in my sock. I got bagged by undercover cops. Up the street from the parking lot. On the way to the barber shop. I'm just grateful that I made it out and see myself off the paper route. Still got homies living in the trenches. I feed homeless women on the benches. We treat all year like Thanksgiving. On the block, I made a great decision. Then somebody tell me I ain't winning. I got youngers changing how they feeling. Instead of telling them to stop sinning, I just show a better way of living. They still dug a 12. Still bust shells, still bust sales. Look at them numbers on the scale. Me, I'm dug a hell. Try all the one I feel. I say I turn a wheel when I win my life on the scale. Went from dugging 12, now I'm dugging hell. Many times I fail, many times I prevail. Satan on my trail, I got God, I'm doing well. Had to tell myself, I ain't taking no more L. When it sees, 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 when it sees. I had to trust you for this, yeah. I had to pray, then I had to get it, man. I had to hustle for this, yeah. I go astray, get stuck in my way, but you know I love you for this, yeah. Stay in my lane and trust in your ways, man. That's what I must do for this, yeah. That's what I must do for this. Only way to run it up. Gotta trust in number one. I don't do no runner ups. Can't you see me coming up? Might be down, but my winning season coming up. This is labor, this is work. This is labor when it's tough. You put your faith in the world. You lost me trusting in luck. This is favor, this is trust. This is favor, this is love. Great connection with the plug. Everybody getting high. You ain't never had this drug. I done been through the fire. I done been through the mud. I done fought through the lies. I been lied to by blood. I forgave a couple guys. They were showing fake love. I done still came up. Pull up. Lately I'm ducking my sin. I got the piece of me that's for a dent. I got the Jeezy pieces, not just Jeezy pieces that I rock on the top of my skin. Speaking of rock, I've been rocking with him. You been following me and I'm following him. Yeah, so every little thing that's attached to me automatically wins. Got it.
Everything attached to me.
Oh, we winning, we winning, we winning, we winning, we winning, we winning, we winning. Got it.
Everything attached to me.
We winning, 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 we winning. When it sees, 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 when it sees.
The known ABX is in the building. Abstrakt Xcilence, the gifted audience driven. What's up, y'all?
Yo.
Ain't nothing, man. We are here.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Ah, man.
Good job.
What a week. First and foremost, man, it's going to be a great day. Y'all need to make sure y'all stay linked and tuned in today. We kind of, it's a battle of the sexes type of day. So we're going to have, we'll have some discussion and debate
S&S.
today.
Stain and Shamir.
Yeah, we're going to do it here.
Indeed.
And then we're going to take, and we are guest appearing this evening on the Fans from the Stands later on from 7:30 to 10:30 and continuing this in
Them
this
goddamn
discussion.
fans.
Goddamn fans. Shout out to Capri and Miss Gigi and CC and Tough That Tanner. And shout out to Montu, that goddamn Mitchcraft, man. Love DC Go-Go.
Love
And
DC
this
Go-Go.
shout out to Rob Ma. Look at this thing right here. Look at that thing. Hold on, man. This thing is spicy. Look at that.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Man, y'all make sure y'all go to the website and check out the gear, man.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, you
Appreciate that.
you feel some type of way. That's all I'm saying. You got it. But
Yeah.
outside of that, man, shout out to everybody. Fox Wave, Star Imports, Connect to the Bridge. If I'm forgetting anybody, charge it to my mind and my heart. We appreciate you all the support, everybody to help us get here. That said, gang, what's up? Oh, Pounds, Bree Love, Nutty, Megan, Britt, Sam, Brian.
Everybody.
Gang, gang. Look, y'all.
Yeah.
If y'all hear me call in, if you know, y'all know what it is. Until this is through, we will see y'all soon. Though. That said, gang, that's in the building. What's happening?
Hey.
Hey.
Over here already. Nephewsel.
What up?
What it do? Nephew's back in the booth running the show, people.
Mm-hmm.
Booth 1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2.
Are you still called Art in the booth?
Ark in the booth.
Okay.
Now he's Ark in the booth, not Ark on the island.
Not Art on the island. Who is this Art?
I don't know.
Who is this Art guy?
What's going on, man? How was y'all week? Miss Shamir, Sir Stan.
Sir Stan. I'll go first since I'm a lady and y'all all Stan told y'all last week that women run this and we've been.
Here we
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let me go first.
Daughter did.
So I know everything has been great for me this week. It's been an eye-opener, another eye-opener week. Another stepping up to challenges and knocking things out. My mind is open and my ears are open, and I can tell because I'm listening to people who care about me, who want the best for me, and I'm doing what they are saying or suggesting, and this thing is really happening and moving.
And you're doing it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's great.
So, and that was a tough thing for me. My ears have been closed for so long, you know, and not on an ignorant way, maybe on an ignorant way, but I just wasn't ready to receive it. But I'm glad that I went through what I went through 8 years ago, starting what I'm doing now, because I was doing it for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? And that's why it didn't work. I worked so hard. I just thought I was gonna wake up the next day.
That's profound,
you know?
sis. When you say that, like you said, I was doing it for the wrong reasons.
I was doing it for all the wrong reasons. I was getting caught up into so much stuff that it was just like, you know, you start not to like yourself and what you do. You know what I mean?
It's not fun.
It's
fun
not.
anymore, yeah.
And another thing is stay down till you come up. And that's the thing. Like a lot of brands and local, whatever you want to do, they want to do the sweatsuits that look good with the taper, and they want to get their stuff manufactured from the Pakistanians so they can have all the lace letters. But I'm going to stay and do my tie-dye thing, my bleaching thing, because that's what I love to do. And you got to stay down with something until you come up. I can't jump to everything. You know what I mean? Jumping to everything, you're really not staying down. You know what I mean? So it's just clicking. And I think it's just being 40 now. I realize like a lot of things are different. My music that I listen to is different. My goals, what I want is different. Instead of waiting on a year, I'm going to get what I want in 6 months. I mark my word. And like I said, apologize to yourself. I'm apologizing to myself for whatever I put myself through, taking discounts, shortcuts, all that. I apologize, Shamir. Shamir telling herself that. And it's just time to move forward and get everything that I deserve in life. So that's has been my week, and it's just like, I'm ready.
He put you in the journey now to be ready.
I am ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I didn't even deserve it back then. I am ready now. So.
I think
Yeah.
she picking up the mic. I'm sorry, I totally lost my mom picked up the mic out of the blue like she was about to go and do a whole single. I was confused. I didn't know the way. But nevertheless,
solo.
Right. You are doing it, sis.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're getting it right. Okay, so I guess Mom's about to say something because camera's being placed on her. Bro,
What
how
it do?
was your week? While
Right,
Mom's
Stan.
getting something?
My week was
Hit that button on the end.
turn that off, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
My week, it was interesting. I did a lot of reflection. I did a lot of study. And I just took a lot of time to myself this week. You know, sometimes you just gotta withdraw. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know when to retreat sometimes. Ain't that right, Mama?
No, man, hold hold 'em.
Know when to
And
fold 'em. Know when to walk away.
And here we go.
Yeah, you
gotta
just
say,
gotta
Mom?
regroup. You know what I'm saying? You gotta regroup. You
I'm
feel
about-
me? Ain't that
I'm about to
right,
jump
sis?
into it. I'm about to jump into it.
You about to jump into
I
it?
got something to say.
Mom got something to
I
say
listen
though.
to you, and then you know I pray for all y'all.
Right.
But you said something. The first time you sit up here on the stage, right here, and Anthony was there was something about your spirit that wanted you to explode.
Mm-hmm.
You've been held back, listening to others, doubting yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I don't know what it was after you left here
Mm-hmm.
that you got that inspiration, and we've seen you ever since.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching you grow
Mm-hmm.
to be the businesswoman you're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And it's awesome.
Thank you.
It's very awesome.
Thank you.
And I'm giving you your praise now. If nobody else give it, you don't need it. But like you said before, you had to apologize to Samir first. Whether anybody else do it,
Right.
it's not important.
Exactly.
You have to do it so
Exactly.
that you can move on. And I'm very proud of you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you, Mom.
That goes twofold for me, and I believe all of us, honestly.
Threefold, fivefold.
Yeah. And you know what though?
We all see the growth and opening.
I
you
wasn't
know.
the person who I am today even when I said there were art on that stage. I wasn't as confident as I am today. I've always been popular, but that doesn't mean I was confident. People say, "Oh, you're so cute," but I don't feel it. So they don't even keep saying that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But today I feel like a woman. I've never felt grown.
Respect.
Yes.
I never felt grown. Like I feel like.
And you walk it and show it too, baby. You walk it and show
And
it.
that's the thing I was saying. Like when you're being a friend, you got to make sure that you're doing the right thing. And I say, you know what? I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Big time.
I'm
That's
doing the right
beautiful
thing.
right there.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
feeling
moved.
different. My
told
hormone
you,
monster
man.
now with me today.
But then I tell you, you got that metal one today, which is sometimes
just
more
once a
important
week. I
than
gotta
the other
go
one
with
because they
that
hear you better.
Shut up, Stan. Ow, giving that full arm. You know, like a football practice when they, give it her arm. I don't care if she got breasts. Give it to her. Oh, thank you. So now you can go back to 10 and 12 and be like, you know what? I wasn't so bad after all.
Well, I mean, it's all perspective though. Once especially when you're healing, you know what I'm saying. When you're actually healing and get to that point where you know what, man, I don't want to hold on to this shit no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It becomes that like, all right,
Definitely.
we gonna deal with it, and then you deal with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That
But
letting go moment.
yeah.
How was your week?
Man. You asked that question. I wasn't expecting that, but that's
Oh, see, you always taking
Thank
care.
you. Thank you.
Mom's prayer was you letting others walk in, but we must push the leader, you know,
I
for one.
appreciate
So
you. I
we want to check on
And
you.
ironically, you asking that question, I must say that it's been a productive week. Things are coming around.
Okay.
Yeah,
Aligning.
patience. Yeah, things are aligning, and I appreciate it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Because sometimes you have to step back and let somebody else take in charge.
You know who that is, because we've been doing our own thing for what? How long you been doing your own thing? How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to get me out there like that?
33.
33.
See, I knew it. And then as
39,
I said, we 39
yeah.
and I'm 40, so we've been doing it our way the whole time. I think
Oh, Jesus. Yes, y'all have.
getting
Yes,
over
y'all have.
Jesus, you know.
yeah, that's
It ain't
that's
work.
real.
Nah, it haven't worked for me. My way hasn't worked. Has
Me,
your way
mine's
worked?
either.
What
No,
about you, Stan?
nah.
Stand still. No, stand still like his way.
He's learning, though. He's learning.
What's
He's
up,
learning.
Pams?
He's learning.
Nah, I'm not.
Bro, what it
up,
do?
Pam? Yeah, no, I can tell.
You know, it's amazing to watch you all because, you know, we always say people have negativity about what goes on this studio. You know, and they look at your appearance and not look at your heart, but look at you all.
Right.
And if they could see what I see
Yeah.
in this studio, even with the fellas and the young ladies are not here, they would be amazed. They would be amazed. There will be more support.
Yeah.
But sometimes we don't need those supports because sometimes negative support pulls you down. You
that's
need
right.
positive support.
do.
And nowadays, this is what you all need to move forward.
It is.
That's
it
what you
is.
need to
That's right,
You're
Mom.
right, Mom.
But we appreciate you, Mama. You
Pound
already
told me he
know.
dropped the butter.
What up, Pound?
and
What is
Pound,
he?
stop
Listen,
playing
ain't
the
nobody got
game,
time for
man.
this.
Never
Matter of
lies.
fact, let's get right into this, folks. I'm
Let's
sorry,
get
Mama.
it.
We're gonna
We
get
got
right
this
into
text
it.
from Big Sis.
What we got? Oh,
That's your sister text.
what she say?
She told me thanks for.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was for the show. My bad. All right.
Oh,
Well,
he thought that
let's
was
get
for the
into it.
show.
we're going to get into it. So I posted this early. I also posted it yesterday or last night with my post. Just kind of a
Good, Pound.
quick conversation started, but I put it in our group text. Without blaming either sex, let's say this, because the meme actually says, without blaming men, can
Right.
you name me one reason why there are so many single women today?
Huh?
What we're going to keep it,
Ooh.
because Shamir said,
It's for single men. I know it's more ugly single men than ugly single
Shamir
women.
said
Come on,
it's
let's
single,
be
a
real.
lot of single men out here too. So what we're going to do is,
Thank you.
we're going to say, without blaming either sex,
Uh-huh.
name me one reason why there are so many single individuals in 2020.
I think y'all.
Please, please call in if you want to add to this.
Call in.
240-719-2560. Also comment on the live.
719.
We'll try to.
Oh,
2560.
7-1.
Yeah.
Call in right now.
2560.
If
We'll
you
try to
sexy
balance
and
the
you
lives.
do, call on in. You know?
Yes, I am looking more bro. Islam.
So with that said, go ahead, man.
over here.
Yeah.
Where we gonna start
What's
with
up,
this?
yo?
Where we gonna start with this?
I mean,
Without blaming.
I could take it all the way left off the rip, or I could just come left.
I'm gonna ask it again because we said it out there so everybody understands.
Okay, I
Without
got
blaming
one word.
either
I got
sex,
one word.
male or female,
Aight.
can you name me one reason or multiple reasons?
Okay.
Why there's so many single individuals?
Okay.
Today?
Well, I'll give you one good reason.
Oh, you
And
raising
y'all
your
know
voice
I gotta
already.
get scientific because that's just how I do.
Go ahead.
That's my way. Scorpio, you know how I go.
I like that.
So
I
look.
see that. Okay.
Mama.
Don't cheat.
Hey,
Stan.
look,
Stan
I'm gonna let
said-
y'all look.
I thought Stan was the smart one. I just caught his eyes on
Leave
that.
it over.
Now, I need to know what the bubbling, you know what I'm saying? I need to know what the bubbling
Make
is.
his nose
Hold on.
He went smart. I know it. He tried to
I
cheat
got
on
a
me.
cheat sheet I write on the back of my eyelid.
All right, fold
Go
this over
ahead, man. Go
there.
ahead.
So now,
Go ahead,
well,
Stan.
my reason is because of eugenics. I don't know if y'all know about eugenics out there, but I wholeheartedly believe that, you know, people have infiltrated black love and it ain't black people. And they do not want us to get together, make love, make babies, and outnumber them. You know what I'm saying? So they create programming, you know, media. Like, I used to work for media people. Media that makes you believe and gives you the perception that things are the way that they are, even though they may not be.
Okay.
You know, then you got organizations like Planned Parenthood, which is a eugenics organization. People don't know that. You got certain types of contraception that come from eugenics organizations. And the main purpose is to population control, especially of the black people. So I think what we experience today as misgivings between man and woman are they're artificially created by an exterior element that we are not considering.
That's a lot. That was real generous.
I tell you, you
I
know.
don't think you're gonna get a rebuttal on that.
And that was-
That's
that
what
was-
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Yeah. No, see.
eugenics, man.
I like
Sure,
that.
you can get a rebuttal. Because I want to know if this is so. I'm not going to say it's not because I really don't know.
Right.
But if this is so, Stan, what do we do to stop this?
What do we do to stop this?
How do we reach the male, the female to bring us back together?
Well,
As families, as husbands, wives,
All
as
right.
mates mating
All right.
together, you know, how do you
Okay,
do
so hold on
this?
before you
I got
get
you.
there. Hold on before you go there. I want to make sure I understand what you're asking because I'm not sure.
All right, good.
Because you say one thing, she asks, I need to make sure I get it. So you're asking him, how do we fix what we talking about in reference to the question or what he's talking about?
Well, to what he said about the situations why we're like we are,
Right.
single.
Okay, go
The
ahead.
different programs, the different situations that are going on now. How do we break that? Do we start telling our young people now so that
Well,
they can be better,
it's-
or do we break it within your age category? Because my age category mindset ain't gonna break.
That's not true.
I don't.
Your
think it-
your age category mindset changing right now. Everybody's going through
Okay.
transformation right now.
Right.
We under the influence of Pluto, which is my house. My house is the house of transformation.
Okay.
Nobody got no choice. You either evolve or you get left behind.
Okay.
People ain't passing to the next grade right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let me
In
say
life.
this.
I
Okay,
ain't
yeah,
talking about
'cause-
first, second grade. I'm talking about the grades of
Now we
life.
gonna get
Life
to
is
talking
putting
and talking.
everybody through a test right now. If you ain't figured it out, and some people are not gonna pass. You want
This
to
is real.
interject?
Yeah, man. Listen, so
You want to interject? Because
go-
I want to answer that question that you got, Mama.
Okay.
Okay, well, yeah,
because-
mine gonna go a little deeper past that. So go ahead. You
All
go
right,
ahead.
well, what it is we have to Sankofa. A lot of people, and what Sankofa means is take back what's rightfully yours. And what you most need to take back is your own culture. You have European culture. This is not your culture. This is why everything is off. And what we want to do is we want to change one thing about it, or we want to start the conversation, but we don't want to give up their culture. We don't want to give them back. You know what the Bible says? Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. You know what I'm saying? They said, let my people go. He said, render unto Caesar. Give back to Caesar what is his. That's what the Bible tells you. You want your life back. You want your peace back. You want all these things back. You got to give Caesar back his stuff. Back his clothes. You got to give Caesar back his food. You got to give Caesar back his garments and his style of government, his style of dress, his culture, his style of speech. We don't even know what the words mean. People are like, oh, black people don't love each other. They don't know nothing about romance. Where does the word romance come from? Romance comes from the word Roman antics. Roman antics. These people play tricks on each other, and they have been because low-key they don't tell you they're homosexual. They agape love. They men love each other. They don't love the woman. Y'all ain't figured that out yet. But you want to have business, marriages, and relationships because you're modeling yourselves after Europeans. And these people hate each other. They hate each other.
Well, I think now. See, so
Render unto Caesar what is-
there's a base point though that goes to this what we started last week, and we
All
can
right.
go right back to it, which is universal, and you cannot deny, which is love, right?
Absolutely. In all forms
In
and
all
facets.
forms and exactly.
Not
You took
limited.
the words out of my mouth. So when you, without bringing it back, because I know you asked a question that I knew was gonna take you.
Yeah.
And I wanted to stop it, but she had already asked.
No, it's all good.
So-
She wants to know how to change the nature
Right,
of
but
this thing.
that's gonna take
In order
it
to
was gonna
change the
take you
nature,
gone.
you gotta go back to the root. You either gotta go to the root and
went
pull up
all
the
the
old
way.
one and plant a
And
new
plant a new
seed,
seed.
or you gonna have to re-nurture that root. You gonna have to cut some branches off and
Which
try to
goes
get
back
that
to
plant to
the
start growing
Yeah,
again.
just to save the root.
Sounds-
Absolutely.
So
Sounds like
we
something
start.
John
We
15.
start.
Ah.
Yes,
I know that's
if we
right.
start at that, when I'm saying if we go to that love button, so to speak,
Yes,
and
let's
really
go to that love button.
understand what that means.
Let's go to that love button, y'all.
Then we can kind of branch out, and if
That sounds kind
I-
of freaky.
And call in
And here we go.
719-2560. But no, just to
That
bring
love
it back
button,
to the point,
Slim.
that's what I'm saying, because that's how I
Don't
wanted to get
push
you
it.
to
I
that.
think some people are, number one, it's just a choice to be single.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And
Okay.
I know last week you said everybody needs love and desire, which is true, but I guess I've just reached that
But see-
platform where I don't want to be
Look.
in there. You know, I would rather.
I'm gonna tell you though. Look, this how we not looking at it though. This is
Mm-hmm.
why ancient African culture was not only matriarchal, it was polygynous. Because everybody didn't necessarily have to love everybody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, okay, it's always been women loving other women.
Right.
That's not even gay culture, honestly.
Correct.
Because women existed before the man.
Okay.
So original love was between
Let's
women.
see, right.
Let's keep it 100.
Okay.
That's why that's accepted now. 'Cause-
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
Oh
Y'all
yeah.
heard that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We've been doing the damn
fact.
thing since the damn thing. Been doing the damn
Look,
thing. But you
fun
looking at
fact.
me wrong.
Y'all go look it up.
Go
I
look it up.
challenge you.
Challenge.
Amazonians and all the women tribes, right?
Right.
They come from the Isle of Lesbos.
Oh.
That's where you get the name lesbian from.
Listen, let me tell y'all something.
Island
If
Lesbos.
y'all don't know nothing, on ABX Abstrakt Excellence every week it's gonna be some form of something.
That's
Something crazy.
Yeah, you thought you knew about the rainbow, huh?
You gonna get
You
something.
ain't know it was 7 rays of light.
Look, listen.
Didn't I tell
So-
you, man? He done start hitting the table. He done started hitting the table.
I get passionate.
Hold on.
You know how I
We
get,
just
mama?
fucked and he just
I
sang
get
the head 3
passionate.
times.
We done hit the love button and he just started slamming.
We
them.
hit the love
So-
button.
We all dang it. That's why everybody goddamn single in 2020.
Nah, but look though. This
I
is
ain't
what I'm
gonna
saying.
lie. As a woman, if this is for example for a man to get, if I was into men
We all
going out
damaged though.
after being molested or whatever happened in my household, I would be a fucking mess to a man. But I wouldn't understand it. You know, and we all are dangerous.
Hold
And
on,
that's
hold
why
on,
I
hold
put that.
Hold on, go ahead, keep
No,
going.
before you, yes,
That's why I
because,
put that.
but
We all
listen,
are
what she
dangerous.
just
We
did
are.
though.
What's your baggage?
See, listen, what she just did though, what she just did beyond the words she spoke, by saying we are all damaged. But forget the we out of that thing. This is a big thing that we can all do that would really help relationships become a better thing.
Right.
Self-check. She said, listen, if I was to go out here, I would be a mess. You know how many,
I
not
wouldn't- I
just
wouldn't
women,
even treat
but
y'all right.
men and women are out here
I
trying to
wouldn't.
be in relationships
Yeah.
and blaming other people for why they getting stuff, whatever's going wrong in relationships. When honest, they not being honest with themselves.
Right.
You are scarred. You need therapy. You
Yeah.
went through trauma in this situation, or this person, how you were brought up, or your family, or this person that hurt you back here. Like, listen, it's 1,000 things that go on, and we all go through stuff. So for somebody to say, "Oh, that ain't me," you lying, and
It's
at that
something.
point,
Yeah.
you not being real with the person you trying to deal with, because you the damaged individual, and they probably damaged too. But
Yeah.
everybody's got to be
Everybody's
honest with
damaged some way.
themselves.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
You gotta be
yeah.
honest with yourself.
But I want to ask JD something. JD,
Okay.
you said that, but
gotta jump
I
in on that.
understand what you're saying about people not being honest with themselves. Because sometimes I think I haven't been honest with myself. So when you can admit that, and sometimes you don't want to share it because you don't want to be put down, that you know that you're wrong. So it's I understand you said we should, but sometimes it's hard. It's really hard because sometimes when you submit to that person or tell that person not submit, or tell that person and let out it all on them, and they feel that they use it against them.
Hold on, let me finish.
Then,
Because she asked
I want him to finish this because
Let me
we go about this.
comment on that.
But you know, it's hard sometimes.
I want to comment on both
So
of y'all.
the thing that you missed in what I just said and what she just said and what I say is so hard because we just don't understand. Some people think it's crazy.
Right.
I understand what you're saying in terms of we have a caller. Go
We
ahead.
have a caller.
Let me finish it.
Okay.
But you still put it on with sharing with somebody else. Like, listen, what she did most and best was that she took ownership over herself in terms of, listen, I'm screwed up. So regardless of what you think of me, you ain't going to even
Gotcha.
have a chance
You ain't
to.
gonna have a chance.
That's what you make
I
it
took
work.
myself off the.
What she
yeah.
just did was she just did the first step in the psychological
Caller?
process.
Okay.
The psychological process, the first stage is to get out of denial.
Somebody's there.
Yeah.
And whenever somebody's conflicted with a problem, whether it be an injury,
Good
mental,
afternoon.
spiritual, psychological,
Hello?
they go through a stage of denial.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Is that a good way
Hello?
to fight it off? It's like
Yeah. See, what people don't understand, people are afraid to tell their innermost truth.
Hello?
What most people don't understand, it's empowering.
yeah.
The most empowering thing you
Yeah,
can
and
do
that's
is
the
tell
thing.
your innermost truth. But a
it
lot of
really
us are
is.
afraid to, you know what I mean, because of judgment.
Yeah.
But once you get over that, you feel so free. You're like a bird.
Yeah.
You can
Gotcha.
soar on anybody.
Okay.
And I never carry my thoughts, feelings, expressions as a weight. People are amazed by what I say. They be
Yes.
like, oh, he'll tell
Yes.
it all.
Even when you was little, you did
Even
that?
when I was little, I
afraid
was
to
raw.
say no.
I was
You wasn't
raw
spending
when-
that over my house?
I was raw as a little
yeah.
kid. I be like, Mister, I be like, Pops, I don't like this guy. I was that kid.
Yeah, the
He
truth.
got funny energy and he smelled. I was a raw little child.
Well, you know, typically this is
I want to get that in too. Yeah.
psychologically speaking, and I don't. Again, here we go. This is how you know we all damaged, because in our communities, the thing's the opposite way around. Psychologically speaking, children are the most honest creatures on earth.
Absolutely.
Correct.
But what happens is if you're exposed to certain things, which in most of our situations coming from the inner city, you know, we've been exposed to things and we want to be grown or whatever the case may be. Like, you lose a lot of that innocence in transition, because the first thing is, well, you need to be such and such and such. When somebody, oh man, you were just talking about this morning, right? About the not preparing people for
to win.
To win,
for
yeah.
life.
Like, we more focused on trying to get our kids out than actually
house.
All
preparing
right, you went
them.
to school. You got education.
Man, you
All right,
out.
go ahead.
It's like, you know, just take the parents now. You take the biggest exhale after your kid and graduated high school. Like, oh man, I'm so
I'm
glad
done.
that's
See,
over. Like,
that comes
that's
from
just the beginning.
That comes from not really understanding what it is you doing
In the
as
first
a
place,
parent
yeah.
or having a family. You feel like this is just what you're supposed to be doing. You go through the motion. I'm 30, so I'm supposed to have a child. Now that I'm 40-something, this person's supposed to be gone. I'm supposed to have my life back. They looking at it linearly like a timeline and not like a tribe.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you know, you could have a child that needs infinite amount of time, and you can need a child that was ready to go at 9 years old.
Right.
It's about what you creating in your factory too. If you making a child that needs help until he's 20, that's
on
you
you.
too.
Yeah.
It's about what you eating when you having a child. If you're not eating minerals and nutrients, you eating popsicles and whatnot. You can't expect this child to
And
come out your
Boosie
womb and be
noodles.
brilliant off the break.
You want
You're
some
going to have to
Boosie
nurture
noodles?
this child because you wasn't
For your
giving them the
son?
minerals.
Not the
Feeling like
bootsy noodles.
But hold on. What I want to go back to what I was saying about ancient African culture and polygyny. A lot of people misunderstand polygyny.
Good afternoon. You're on the air with Abstrakt Xcilence. What's up? Who's this? Hello.
It's telephone.
Hello?
Oh, that sound like Brody. Turn it up.
Hello?
You never plugged it
What's
sub
up?
back in, so you have to make sure it's coming out of that. But then again, we turn that one on.
What's up, y'all?
Turn it up. Turn it back on, I guess. Oh, hold on.
That's gonna feedback like crazy. Make sure you turn it down somewhere.
You there, bro?
No, sub 1 is not plugged in. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, there you
Okay.
go. We can hear you. Go ahead. What's up, bro?
Hey, man, I'm going to call a spade a spade, man. It's a lot of... It's not a lot of team and teamwork in relationships today, man.
Okay. Express that. Give us a little more. I mean, I know what you mean, but you know.
Like, for instance, the man in a relationship is not acting like the man. He's like he's acting like a boy. He's not doing what he's supposed to do in a relationship.
Go ahead.
Me?
Yeah, go ahead. I knew you was coming. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, what the problem is at the root. Okay. Let me say
And
this.
then you got the women.
Got the women.
Bro.
Hello? Nutty.
They just run around half naked, and it ain't no mystery with the women no more.
But see, this is what I'm saying, bro. We looking at the effects and we not looking at the cause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People. Okay. For instance, man, people don't know this, right? It's a whole lot of mothers out here. I done had to tell them that their sons are not gay. I done changed their diet. Now they straight again. Like literally, we all 30, 40, right? I have at least on 6 occasions where I done had my homegirls and came to me and been like, my son, he seems a little sweet. You know what I mean? He don't got a lot of male figures in the room. And the main cause every time is the diet. She taking him to McDonald's. I had to explain to her, look, in fast food chains, they use soy oil. I'm talking about whether you go to McDonald's, whether you go to Burger King, whether you whatever, right? Soy oil is 90% estrogen. 90% estrogen. You feeding this child chicken nuggets and fries every day. And you've been feeding him this since he was 1. He been eating pure estrogen. Pure estrogen since he was 1 year old. And you expect him not to be sweet at 8. He walk around a little funny because his hormones is off. Look, I took him off to McDonald's, put him on the herbs. This little kid punching holes in the wall now. She can't stop him from being bad.
Ooh.
You hear what I'm saying, man? If we want all these solutions, we gotta go back to the root. You gotta stop eating these people food. They playing with you. I be telling people that it's not that Stan Kells is a vegan, he's better than everybody else. It's that Stan Kells has a warrior spirit. And I know when I'm under attack. And I changed my diet because we are under attack. Not because I want to be more holy than thou, more righteous. This is a type of attack. It's in your burger. Hold up. The missile is in the burger now? And the missile don't kill you. It make you hormonally challenged and now you gay. Now we got a whole movement of people like, I'm seriously gay. I've always been this way. But you've eaten estrogen since day 1. Pure. You ain't had no mineral. You ain't had too much greens in your diet because it's all fast food. And the last generation didn't cook. You know what I'm saying? When they took the woman out the household, the woman was the one who was in charge of the health, the minerals, and the nutrition. They didn't convince the woman that, oh, you got to go out there and get money. You understand what I'm saying? Now nobody's occupying this station. So everybody's screwed up. Everybody's mentally challenged because we ain't eating none of the right stuff. We ain't got no herbs, no minerals. You don't got nobody to tell you how to cure yourself when you get sick.
And
You know
then
what I'm
we can
None
come
of
right
that.
back to
None of that.
Brody. We can come
My
right
bad.
back. Oh no, you good.
And I see the problems too, just like everybody else. Oh, the men ain't nothing, the women ain't nothing. But what is it? Because what I keep bringing people's mind back to is that this is not our natural way of being. That is the fact. That is not how you are in the natural state. We could go National Geographic and go to a village. They ain't never seen a TV or a power line. Everybody naked. But nobody, they have no history of rapes. Don't even have a word for rape in their culture, most of them. They ain't never starved, went hungry, ain't never had $1. Feel what I'm saying? Everybody clothed and got shelter. And they living peacefully. You know what I'm saying? That lets you know that if God threw you in the dirt somewhere away from everybody else, right? A lot of these problems we face, we wouldn't even have.
Yeah.
That lets you know that manufactured. They're artificial. Somebody is creating the problems. And we recognize it because they huddle us in the hood. You know what I mean? Oh, we huddle us in the hood. And then if anybody grew up in the hood, you know they drop boxes of guns in the alleys. Everybody, I grew up, had my life southeast. Anybody tell you, you come around the corner of Anacostia and Berry Farms, every now and then you find a box of guns. I heard the same thing in Chicago. Understand that this is being created. Even the whole, we gay, we transsexual, we all this and all that, that's being created, man. This is not just natural. People don't just come out and be naturally like, oh yeah, all this, all the time. People are giving us the hormones. They putting it in the food. They putting it in the injections. You know what I mean? They making sure you don't get certain minerals. Most men you find, they ain't had no zinc in their life. They going from 5 to 25. They ain't never had a dosage of zinc. Zinc is what make you, it will give a man spunk. Ain't never had zinc. You know,
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what, Stan? I'm learning something, and I love learning at 71, but I'm going back to the Bible. See, God has got us in this situation
Right.
just for us to go back to nature,
Yeah, absolutely.
to the earth.
I agree. 100%.
You know, so even though that you can drive up to the Checkers and the McDonald's
Appreciate you, Nettie.
and I don't
still on
know, hey,
there?
Natty, all that, but he's now letting us know all you need is what I planted in the earth for you,
Right.
and he's
It's
giving
he
us a
forcing you to
chance
come back.
giving us a chance to regroup and get our health back, get our mind back with the nature, you know, with what we need from the earth, you know. But that's a good thing because I'm learning even with certain scriptures in the Bible. When you went to John 15, he's giving you a chance now to regroup.
Yeah,
Those who don't regroup, that's on them.
that's what I'm saying.
It's on
Okay.
them.
You can't tell by the energy
Hold up,
that's
hold
in
on,
the
hold on.
air that, yo, it's
wanted to
really
touch on
grade
something she
school.
said.
You got an A, B, C, D, E, F. And some people are really not going to pass the cut. And you can sense it.
But it's gonna come back to exactly where we started with, which is
Yeah.
love. Because you gotta love yourself to be able to
That's
look
the
into
main
any of this.
principle.
Like,
How you got here was love. Love is
that's
universal.
it. That's
And you going back to it.
all,
you know
and
what I mean?
that's all I'm getting at.
But
for me,
I really want to go back. I know I've been rapping y'all, but I really want to emphasize this point. You know what I'm saying?
matter of fact, yeah, you ain't let sis really sis.
Oh, I'm done. I ain't got too much to
My bad,
say.
you ain't got nothing?
I said eat the boosie noodles so you
Nah,
and your
I
sons
wanna
won't be
come-
got.
I want to come back to what you said earlier, though.
What?
What you said about people wanting to be single.
Yeah, it's my choice. I know for me.
Right, but see, this what I'm saying, though. This what I'm saying. We've been convinced that it's only one way to wed. That it's all monogamous, right? And I could give y'all a simple science experiment. Matter of fact, Jake, science experiment. 2 magnets, right? Now, if I
That's gonna
take
be fun.
a positive magnet and a negative magnet, positive magnet being the man, negative magnet being the woman, which these are our actual charges, right? When I put them together, the female is going to do this. Come together. What they don't tell you in science is that the female magnet overpowers the male magnet. It's not that they just simply attract. Her attraction overwhelms his positivity.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? But in science now, right? If we take 2 negative magnets with the positive magnet, what happens in science? Basic, fundamental, elementary science. These attract to the man, but they also repel each other, and they create a balance, a harmony in magnetism. To where the man has space, to women have space.
Okay,
Because of the
hold
charges
on,
and the
hold on.
polarity.
Hit the button.
Now,
Okay.
and
Good afternoon, caller.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on,
What's
brother
good?
Free Love?
Now, how in the world I hear you in this?
What?
It's a time delay.
This guy.
yeah, you gotta
You gotta turn that down.
yeah, pause the video.
It's not even on, brother.
Oh,
It's not even on anymore.
Snappy
First of all,
already. He got
hello.
something to
No, he
say
getting
about
he getting
love and
aggressive.
relationship.
Right, yeah.
No, he got something to say.
Preach on, brother.
No. I ain't called to talk trash. I just came to say hello because I'm not there. Hello, family.
What's going
Hello,
on, bro?
ladies.
Wish you was here, bro.
Hey, Mama Ruby. I got gout, Mom. That's why I'm not there. But
Whole time, Bree. The ladies outnumbering us today.
say again.
The ladies outnumbering us today.
I'm not calling to start no trouble. That was me the first caller that y'all didn't get the answer. That was me calling the first time. around.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Now, I'm trying to backtrack with some of the things that y'all said real quick. I'm not going to hold y'all too long, but y'all was in reference about people being single and wanting to be single, am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Why?
It's a
why?
choice. Is that a
Why,
choice?
without blaming either sex, male or female, are so many individuals single?
Okay, well, this is my perception. This is what I feel. Honestly, I heard a little bit of what JD said, and I agree with that. Far as there's a lot of people that honestly have been hurt throughout their years, and they don't really realize it. Black people, we don't like therapy. Let's be real.
Yeah, we don't
We
believe
really
in it
don't.
actually in a lot of
We
cases.
feel as though we don't need it.
Right.
A lot of black people feel as though they don't need therapy when they do, because they've been hurt so much, or they've seen their parents go through so much, and it becomes like almost in their DNA that they have to live that way. Like if they don't have confusion or nonsense in their life, it doesn't make sense. If you get what I'm trying to say.
They're addicted to chaos. Yeah.
They're
You know-
exactly. They're
you know what
addicted
they
to
gotta do,
chaos.
Bree?
So if something bright comes along, they don't know how to treat it. Like let me give you an example.
Don't even
Say again.
recognize it.
Oh, right.
You know
They
what
don't
they
know how
gotta
to
do, Bree?
recognize it, Bree-Love.
You know what
Say
they
again. I
gotta
didn't
do,
hear.
Bree?
All y'all was talking at the same time.
My bad.
No, we all said the same thing. No, they don't know how to recognize it. Basically,
right.
Yeah, because we haven't been taught. I mean, we've always been taught. Come on, because we come from the same neighborhood. We've been taught that if you cry, you're weak.
Yeah,
Or,
you soft.
as a matter of fact, the conversation we just had the other day, if you didn't have sex by a certain age, you were labeled as gay
Yep. Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
in our neighborhood.
And not
So
just
you were
that though.
almost
If you
forced.
were, even if you had gotten a piece of action that just amplified, like, oh, if you ain't getting no more action or you ain't getting no, oh man, you ain't getting no skin ass, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, I'm trying not to say the words, I still got them out.
Yeah, we trying to,
like,
we try to be real, you know.
Just like a lot of, man,
you get what we trying to say.
It's real though, like this is, and it's
But
not.
it's very real from when we grew up, and but it's funny, but I always ask men this, and it's the old saying, as much dirt you do as a man, the first thing you're going to have is a girl. You're going to have a girl. Men that were doing women wrong in life. That's what I was taught. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay.
I had 3 boys first. I ain't get my girls to the
Go ahead with that. But anyway, but, you know, being honest, there are a lot of people, and I'm just speaking from personal experience. I've dealt with quite a few females. We're not going to say it like that, but, you know, I've been around. I'm older than you guys. But I've learned in life that there are a lot of women, and I'm also going to speak about the men just as well, that a lot of women, they really don't know, they don't, how can I put it and not be in a negative way?
However you gonna put it.
Say again, sis.
She said, "Go ahead and put it. How you gonna put it?"
All right. You know me. I'm trying to bite my tongue a little bit.
Say what you say.
Okay. But I'm gonna say how I feel. Exactly. There are a lot of women out here that have been through a lot of nothing dudes. Let's be real.
Okay.
Nothingness dudes, and when they meet the right dude, they don't even know how to treat the right dude because they don't even know how to treat themselves. They're not happy within themselves. You have to make yourself happy before you try to make anyone else happy. That's where it first starts. Right. Because I don't understand when people, you're being phony if you're trying to make someone, if you put someone else above yourself that much to make them happy and you're not happy yourself. That doesn't make sense. And that's where a lot of relationships go wrong. But this to me personally.
And I ain't want to cut you off because you're on the phone, so I'm going to let you finish. But I got something I want
to
add
ahead, bro.
Before you even think you about to do it. Nope, you're not about to do it because you finished last. Stan trying to just no.
I'm taking over.
Look, the thing with what you saying, Bree, is real simple. You honestly, like, as men, I know we don't want to hear this part either, but we gotta kind of own ourselves and what our standards are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm scratching my head because now I'm trying to bite my tongue because it's step on toes, including mine. At some point, like, well, if you
gotta be real.
Yeah, if you can see for yourself certain stuff already. And you look past that stuff because you like, well, that ain't got nothing to do with technically shawty. You know what I mean? I'm saying, it ain't really, you know what I'm saying? You don't really think about 2 years, 10 years, 2 months, however long down the line when maybe that genetic DNA kick in, or you know what I'm saying? That this certain stuff happened that you like, damn. And that's where all the complaints come in. He ain't, she ain't. But you just saw the red flags though. You know what I'm saying? You saw the pop-ups. You heard the conversations with her homies before y'all started doing what you was doing about how she would do X, Y. So you, as men, at some point, you like, man, we kind of look the other way, if I'm honest, in a lot of cases, for the right agenda.
I got a question for Bree Love right quick before you hop in.
And I know everybody's not going to agree with this point, but if we honest with ourselves, you know what I'm saying?
It's not like what you're saying not true, but it's like we only coming from a reverse perspective. You know what I mean? Everybody need healing, man.
I don't doubt that, bro.
No, but listen to what I'm saying though, like, you can't expect that man to change his ways if he being programmed like that, and he don't have nothing to counteract that.
I'm not saying that, but you also can't expect that you to change if you keep saying shit like that, and you got women that's gonna be, because you, like I said, I get it, I get where you're coming from, but I got a daughter now. So all that program should go out the window when we talking about, hi baby, when we talk about, listen, if I'm trying to help you understand XYZ young fella, hear me out. That's when we get back to the talking to the youngers and actually going to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
It's not simply talking. Go ahead.
This is what I hear. It's not about God giving y'all daughters to reap with yourself. It's about the women y'all laying down with and putting the daughters in. That's what
and you absolutely are correct. But what I'm trying to tell you, and I'm trying to tell y'all as Switzerland here. Right. I'm saying, listen, the honest to God truth is that you don't necessarily see it before. You don't. Like Bree said, most of that's why God hide it very well. You don't see it before, but when you do see it,
walk up and leave, and then leaving the woman.
Yeah, listen though. But what'll happen is he'll see it. He'll get angry about the fact that he can't do nothing about it, and he can't face his own demons. And then want to
Roll out.
roll on every dude that does whatever to his daughter because he angry about, but at the end of the day, he won't face some of the things that have come through that channel.
Right.
So in order for you to actually
Right.
deal with this, you got to be honest with yourself
could a
moving
man,
forward, man.
okay,
Well,
so Stan,
well-
would you let your girl's father check you if you knew he was a player? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, would you still respect if he say, "All right, nigga, this my daughter," but you're like, "I see you out all the time."
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't respect that word from
No.
I wouldn't.
No.
I've actually been in a situation.
Okay.
like
Yeah, I was
that.
about to say
That's what I
no.
wanted to know.
no.
Okay.
That can go to
Espe-
the same for fathers.
and as a
Mothers.
listen, as a
Same
father
mothers.
now, especially myself, like listen, my dude, listen, you're not. I'm being
situation,
completely,
though.
and anybody you can call in. Or
You
I got
take
people that
time.
can
It-
stamp
right,
it.
right, right.
Like,
Depends on the
listen,
situation though, because I done met
But-
men that's like, yo, you know, I do my thing and my wife knows and it's an agreement.
see, I'm not
Okay,
talking about that.
that's
I'm
different.
talking about
Yeah.
what she said as far as comment. Like, you can't.
So,
That's
like,
mother
coming to
or
you,
this mother or
straightening
father. I'm
you
talking about
up.
another
You
adult
know he fuck.
commenting to me
Well,
about parenting for my kids, and I can see that you out here. You ain't nah. Slim. You
Right.
can give me
See,
some
see,
advice.
see,
Hold
type
on.
of- nah,
I want
you
to
ain't-
say
you ain't
this
about to
though,
do
man,
that.
because we just looking, like I said, we looking at it from just that reverse perspective. Okay, just like it's easy for me to go deep into consciousness and tell you about all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for some people to be honest with themselves, like extremely hard, like unbelievably moving mountains hard. You can't leave it at just as simple as, okay, it's just accountability. This person doesn't want to face the music. Hold on.
I'm only going.
Hold on. It
See, we
is
about to
that-
go now.
But no, I'm saying though,
Ain't
it
too far
is
with
that.
that.
It absolutely is that. But that is their difficulty in life.
True.
So, what?
But if you got
what
kids
oth-
staying, then what? That's what I'm saying. See,
It's-
you
it's-
missing
it's-
that
it's
piece.
not-
Like,
it's
what
not
about
about-
what
Yeah,
happens
you
then?
are missing.
You
That's-
missing this
No.
whole
Missing
piece.
that
You
whole-
can't be that flighty
No.
with a son. I ain't even talking about a daughter. You can't be that flighty, bro. I get what you saying, and you're not gonna see it till you have your own at that
You,
point.
okay,
you
well,
can't be that
you
flighty.
saying I have
You
my
can't.
own, but you forget I raised my nephews
No,
for
I
4
know,
years.
and I'm still, and you can't
and
be
I
that
had to
flighty.
tell him, I had to tell my one nephew that I raised him like my own son. I
here.
gave him like 3-4 years of my life. And I had to tell him the right thing. And I had to stop hustling. I had to do everything and put my tools away, all kind of stuff, because
Had to live like
he
a
was
kid.
already troubled. That's why I was the only person that could reach him. He was already stealing cars and stuff.
I'm listening to you all, and you all basing it on. Right now, it look like you're basing it on the men.
The men. That's what
Basically.
I'm saying.
But we can only hold on.
I'm really trying to
We
make
can
a
only
point,
speak
though.
from that
Hey,
I'm trying to
point.
make a
what Mom
point.
say?
I'm trying to make a point.
I am too. Wait a
I
minute.
didn't hear Mom.
we
What
can
Mom say?
only-
I never really got to make my original point.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
What?
I never got to it.
I
I never got to it.
Y'all, I love
When
it.
sis talked about being
confused.
alone,
Hold on.
I wanted to really expand on matriarchy because not matriarchy and polygyny because it's dealing with all this stuff we're talking about. It literally is dealing with every little small topic we're talking about.
Man. Hey,
Shamir, here we go.
this whole show is out of control.
Polygyny.
Slim.
Listen. I want to say this about polygyny because a
Where's
lot
the
of the
button at? Hit the
healing
button.
that's needed in the community is in the polygynous system. This is why Europeans
okay,
don't
okay.
want you to
He
have
was, he
polygyny.
was, he
It's
was,
not
he
about
was, he
having a
was.
lot of women and just that. The financial ills of the community can be healed with polygyny. You know what I mean? You want a family unit with 2 adults, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 adults. We're talking about creating a millionaire every year if you wanted to, when you got that much resources.
Yes.
Is anybody going to go hungry? Do you have to send your children to school to learn from these Europeans? No. One of the women or wives can stay home and be the educator. Somebody in charge of nutrition.
There you go.
You understand what I'm saying?
Lot of heat is
What
standing
about
up.
all this healing we've been talking about that everybody needs? Somebody in that unit is going to be a healer. And somebody's going to have the space, time, and opportunity in order to heal.
now I see
which
why
a
you
lot
wanna
of
get
people
back to
don't
the point.
have the space, opportunity,
But
and
the
time
men need
to
to
heal.
be fed and allow the
But no,
women
no,
to
no,
sleep
hold
with
on.
each
Now, hold
other.
on.
The man ain't gonna just be
But see,
running up and all
but see, this is what I'm gonna say about
Ain't
that.
no
That's
damn-
what I'm
It's
saying.
not even about the sex,
Now
though.
come back
It's
to
not
that.
about
Come
the
back to
sex.
that. You have historically marriages where you had
That's
a
Long
warrior,
Island.
man and a warrior woman,
Okay.
and the warrior woman was not the one who bore the children, but there was a respect between this warrior man and warrior woman, and he still took her as a wife, even though she didn't want that kind of intimacy. And he got the intimacy from another wife. Because the woman is more
Sound like a
universal than a man. You
Sound
always
like
have
he married a
women.
lesbian to me.
No, look,
Men
you
is
always
going to the
have
Bible.
women that will prefer a woman more than a man, but they still need a man.
For
You understand what I'm saying? Listen what I'm saying.
I hear that.
We
Breach,
all,
you still
we
there,
all
Breach?
need each other. Don't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it
I
twisted.
hear that.
I had a relationship, right? Okay. My girl, right, and the second girl was attracted to her. I had to play a back seat for like almost 8 months. Huh? Sis know what I'm talking about? Look, she had to develop a love and an attraction for me.
Hold on.
And I had to respect that.
No.
A lot of people ain't got enough heart like that. A lot of people ain't got enough manhood in them to do that.
They're not ready for this.
They ain't ready for
They're
that.
not ready for this.
I'm just saying,
You're going
man.
way too deep. Way
The
too
healing
soon.
of the nation.
Way
You
too.
gotta
You got a lot going on in your life, and I'm
Raise 'em
trying to
up.
tell you.
But no.
Pause. Thank you.
see.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
All right,
Sit.
respect.
There you go. Thank you, sir.
But understand the
Gone off and
science.
lost.
Understand. I'm just saying though. I'm just saying.
I love my brother.
When you have that unit, no matter how anybody wants to look at it, people
Right.
want to, you know what I mean? This is the standard marriage now, monogamy. That is a hard unit to work.
Yes.
That takes work, effort every day.
Every day.
That's not a healing situation
There you
by the
go.
very virtue of it.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And the healing that we need is in that ancestral practice. No matter how anybody want to look at it, and we got a lot of Bible scholars, we got a lot of Muslim scholars, a lot
Right.
of Jewish scholars, but
Right.
all the ancestors of all these religions that you look up to, they were all polygamous.
And then when you saying it that way, I get why you wanted to come back to your point. Because
Yeah.
you're basically saying
All
when
the-
I'm
all the
talking about
great
the
men-
healing in terms
all
of
the-
men and parenting and all these things, you don't have to necessarily burden that individually at that point. It's shared, and you can actually
It's
heal
a
and
shared
grow.
responsibility.
I think I
It makes
believe-
sense.
I
I
think
got
I
what you're
believe,
saying.
and it
Yeah.
does make sense. I
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
So I need 3 dudes that want to be with me, and 3 girls.
Ah!
Let's see, I'm gonna hold
Nah,
some
nah.
audition.
Why,
That's
Gino? Why?
polyandry though. That's
That
polyandry.
might be fun. I'm telling you,
God.
y'all
Sis
work.
getting
Hey,
wild.
hold
And
on.
you know, it's
And
funny
already-
because
hey,
whenever
We're
you
going to
talk
reference
about
Martin one more time. Y'all remember the episode of Martin when Martin was hooking people up
Well,
and Gina at
Oh,
the
yeah,
end?
yeah,
Martin was
yeah,
like, no
yeah.
more love,
Yeah,
doctor.
no more
Look,
love.
oh,
Oh,
love,
no,
doctor.
no,
No.
that just lets you know that
Interviews.
we got that European perspective where it's one man, central figure, and I'm gonna tell you how your mind works. You thinking it's one man as the central figure and him having many wives. But really, in African culture, that's not the case. The wives and womanhood has always been by counsel. Really, it's a council of women and one man who's really a subordinate. But anyway, first of all, one man can't even rule one woman. How you gonna rule 9?
But you, my point
right
to
there.
being.
So now you're talking about a whole nother
My
topic.
point
Right.
for saying it's a person's choice of saying it's my. I just don't want to be with nobody. Not saying the perfect person. It's just I
She talking
don't.
about that's what I was trying to say. Where I
My
think
choice.
you took it,
I'm
you
done.
took it out of
I'm
pocket
done.
a
At
little
this
bit,
point, right.
a
At
little
this point,
bit,
I'm
because
kinda-
what I was
dated.
saying to
I'm
you,
done.
even when we saying like I'm just talking about each individual. That even what you talking about, like
Mm-hmm.
I would have had to come to the understanding, that, which I just did, of understanding what you're saying,
you're
meaning
saying. Right.
me,
Now I
right?
got it.
Right.
Meaning the first part of any process is accepting.
Right.
So as a person, you got to accept, well,
What
I'm
you
damaged,
look
or
at
I've gone through this, or I'm hurting, that I
Right.
need to heal
Right.
in order for me to even want to be a part of a village,
Right.
or for me to even want to do anything, to want to get up out the bed. I got to
Right.
decide it's worth getting out the bed. You know what I'm saying? So it's things within ourselves. We got to learn how to actually love ourselves, to be able to be honest with ourselves. Because even though it hurts,
Right. How
It's
does one
necessary.
do that though?
Yeah.
How
I
does
tell
one?
that's the
you.
part.
That's-
That's what we
You
talking
do
about.
That's
that
what
by
I'm talking
staying
about.
Unattached.
How
I'm
does
a much
one?
better person when I'm unattached. If I'm all into you and you look that way, prime example, you into a girl on Instagram, you stop liking her pictures as soon as y'all get to dating, because the shit she do and say is not funny. I was like, oh, bitch, you doing that? But it was cute before you thought, you know what I mean? That's what's for me. I'm just so personal, and I take things personal. Like, I'm one way, and if I see you looking that way or this way, I don't understand that, because you got me. So I don't even give one person that much power no more. I'm gonna date all y'all. I'm gonna travel with all y'all. I'm gonna have fun with all of y'all.
See, hold on now.
She's saying that on camera, so she's
hold,
leaning.
Hold on now.
I'm
But
gonna have
see,
fun with everybody, not sexual, but
but
just
see,
fun. I don't want to be with anybody.
I'm gonna say this though. See, part of it too, we don't got the science, man. Like, it's not that what you're saying is not true,
Right.
but we going in blind. That's the major part of it. Like, okay, for instance, right? I'm a Scorpio. You know what I mean? Air sign is not going to mix well with me, period. So if I'm Gemini, if I'm messing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, right? That's going to be trouble. That's going to be a tougher than normal situation. You know what I'm saying? But if I was to deal with a Pisces or a Cancer, that's just more natural. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that there people are going to do what they're supposed to do all the time.
Correct.
But your likelihood of striking hot is going to be more closer if you have the science, as opposed to just, I'm going to talk to everybody like they're the same person. I'm going to use the same standards and set of credentials for everybody.
Hell no, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you start to deal with the elements and you start to deal with the astrology and the numbers, you start to be able to develop a ranking system. You know what numbers and energy works best from you. And then not only that, is that once you get to that place, right, you can see how much you need to adjust in order to love and care for another person.
Yeah.
You can see how much
I don't wanna
degrees
do
of
that.
difference there are between you
I
and
don't
this
want to
person.
go with somebody 7 days a week, 365. Maybe 2-3 days out the week, and then I want to be alone 2-3 days out the week. That's just me.
But this
But
is
nobody has time for the up and down and the pull.
But
And
that's
no
not-
sex. Think about that.
But see, that's what I'm saying. We just looking at it from the monogamous perspective, and everybody having that
Also,
as
if
a
I had a
standard.
village, like
if you so
sister
it's
stuff.
like
Listen,
let me say this.
You a human being. You are a soul. You are here
Right.
to have your own experience that God wants you to have this specifically for you.
Right.
Even as your mate, I'm not supposed to be able to infringe upon that.
Okay.
I can't control your life. I think that's what a lot of
Nobody can
shorties think.
control anybody. I don't
That's
even
not.
understand that.
I wouldn't say that.
See now you. Oh my God. I'm sorry I said that.
I wouldn't
I know
say
where
that.
you going. I know you
I
going.
wouldn't
You
say
right.
that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there are
We got
techniques
4
for
minutes
that.
though. We got 4 minutes.
Oh, we got 4
Yeah,
minutes.
you
I ain't
can't
trying
do
to
that.
go deep.
I got one
You trying to go
question.
deep?
I
I ain't
got one
trying to go
question.
deep.
Trying to go
When you were
deep.
saying about your signs, and you said that you're not compatible to, was that Aquarius?
Not necessarily. I'm just naturally. There has to be, okay, what I mean by that, okay, let's talk about the scientific process. In order for water and air to mix, there must be heat, there must be fire, there must be evaporation. So to make those two elements go well together, it'd be good to have fire in between.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So-
But water and air make a hurricane. Water and air, Scorpio and Aquarius coming together would be a powerful force if they could come together.
Okay, so don't you think when you say Aquarius and Scorpio coming together, don't you think if it's something within
ready to
you
go home.
and that Aquarius that you can make it blend, or you saying that it just won't because of the signs?
No.
That's what I'm asking you. For.
No, that's what I'm saying. When you have love for somebody, you can adjust. We are all humans. We got our free will, and you know what I'm saying? And the better you understand yourself, and the better the person understands their self and each other, then you can make an adjustment. But if you
See, so
trying
now-
to be 100% this way, and you
coming
know
back to
that
where we- he
treads
coming
on your
back. He
partner's
coming back.
territory, you know what I mean? That is, that's like not love. You not showing me love because I need this type of space or I need this type of arrangement and da-da-da-da.
One
Right.
more question, then we'll get
But the
on.
thing, hold on, before you,
All right,
because
go
we
ahead,
gotta go.
mama.
The thing is, you have to get to that whole point, and even the understanding that you got to first love yourself. You got to get something within yourself and say, I want to be able to. So
Absolutely.
that it does say, go ahead.
So
Kinda hurt you.
two signs, I mean, 2 Scorpios, 2 Capricorns, 2 Sagittarius,
Never work.
2 Aries, 2 Cancers. Can they make it?
Nope.
Anybody can make it. Anybody can make it, but the challenge, okay,
Tell
2
us what you're
Aries.
telling me about this challenge.
Obviously.
Aries is a sign of action, right? Opposite Aries is Libra. Libra is the sign of judgment. So what Aries naturally lacks is good judgment. So in their life, in order to find balance, they need to work on judgment, not just assessing things by taking action. So what happens when you have 2 Aries together, both of these people want to always take an action. Nobody wants to take a step back and use judgment and say, this is what I should do next, da-da-da-da. Aries tend to just take an action that leads to another action in order to create a stimulus.
Short question, I'm gonna leave it alone. Capricorns and Sagittarius, who's in charge?
Who's in charge? It depends. Capricorns and Sagittarius is, I'm gonna say this. Both of y'all can have some issues because one is fiery, one is earthy, so neither one can win against the other. And usually,
I don't even know why she. But see, the thing
usually
is,
they just tire each other out.
No, she captioned the
You know,
question.
Earth doesn't give fire a good place to burn and scorch, and Earth just hardens and hardens the more the fire gets hotter and hotter.
Okay.
And then the Earth, it gets
Hold on.
it gets out and it scorches itself.
Listen, Stan. We also have people asking questions, so you
Okay,
just
I got a
can't keep
question.
talking
If
to
you was
mom. You and
raised
mom
to
have
be
to
a
talk at
strong-headed
home.
woman, that's why it's so hard for us to find someone. That's what I'm
makes
saying.
sense. That
Look,
makes sense.
everybody keeps saying strong-headed. I'm this. I'm that way. I'm this. Listen, your mind is a master computer. You can change it at will. Ain't that right, Coach? You know what I mean? In order for a man to change himself, Coach will tell you must first change your mind.
Okay.
You must first. You have the power. You
So-
have to want it. You can't just accept things as they are. You must change your mind. You want love in your life, you gotta change your mind
Listen,
about
Keezy.
love,
Listen.
and you gotta change your ways,
Stan Gill,
and you
Stan
gotta
Gill.
do things
Coach
to invite
is
love in your
literally
life.
standing
I'm not the
as
love
a-
coach. I ain't even the love coach,
Listen.
y'all, but I know that.
Listen, y'all gonna have to tune in to Stan Kills live on IG because we have Coach standing here at the door whose show is next, and Stan just going off like we just got like I'm just
I'm
trying
the
to stop him
engineer.
from
I'm
talking.
sorry,
exactly.
Coach.
Like, come on, man. So we love y'all, man. This is, as always,
Abstrakt Xcilence.
Abstrakt Excellence, baby. The gifted, art, and driven. We do what we do, baby girl. Come on over here and say goodnight.
What's that? What's the cash app?
Oh,
So we can look
It's
Monday.
J-
Go ahead.
$ Mr. JD Wright.
Monday, we hitting the streets again. We doing our food for the hungry and the homeless. Please donate. Shout out to Reg, Voxwave. Shout out to
Got some stuff there.
JD. Shout out. It's a couple people. I don't have all your
Yeah,
names.
I
but y'all
told Crystal
donated.
Bowling, she donated. Capri from the fans from the stands is absolutely donating. Man, listen, make sure y'all just if you can cash out, that's great. If not, like I said, DM or instant message us on any one of our platforms: IG, Facebook, YouTube. Abstrakt Xcilence, ABSTRAKTXCILENCE. Abstrakt Xcilence. Straight. All platforms. Find us, messages, cash out us, please. Absolutely. We absolutely appreciate the help in the band. We love y'all. We appreciate you. Good night, baby. We're going to feed some people. Yes, I'm sorry. Tonight we are not done. We are on Fans from the Stands tonight, live on YouTube and Voxwave. Fans from the Stands, look it up. Also on Miss Gigi's channel on YouTube. We will be live. Battle of the Sexes. We're gonna keep this going. He already on fire, so make sure y'all tune in.
Sexy.
Love y'all.
Peace.
See y'all next week.
Many times I prevail, saying on my trail. I got God, I'm doing well. Had to tell myself, I ain't taking no more L. Winning season, 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 winning season. I had to trust you for this, yeah. I had to pray, then I had to get it, man. I had to hustle for this, yeah. I go astray, get stuck in my way, but you know I love you for this, yeah. Stay in my lane and trust in your ways, man. That's what I muster for this, yeah. That's what I muster for this. Only way to run it up. Gotta trust in number one. I don't do no runner ups. Can't you see we coming up? Might be down, but my winning season coming up. This is labor, this is work. This is labor when it's tough. You put your faith in the world. You lost me trusting in luck. This is favor, this is trust. This is favor, this is love. Great connection with the plug. Everybody getting high. You ain't never had this drug. I done been through the fire. I done been through the mud. I done fought through the lies. I been lied to by blood. I forgave a couple guys. They were showing fake love. I done still came up. Pull up. Lately I'm ducking my sin. I got the piece of me that's for a dent. I got the Gigi pieces, not just Gigi pieces that I rock on the top of my skin. Speaking of rock, I've been rocking with him. You been following me and I'm following him. Yeah, so every little thing that's attached to me automatically wins. Got it.
Everything attached to me.
Oh, we winning, 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 we winning. Got it.
Everything attached to me.
We winning, 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 we winning season, 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 winning season. seas,